Hi, HRN listeners. We're celebrating our 15th anniversary, and we have a really fun campaign and an ask for you. This 15th anniversary tour is aiming to bring you closer to unique food and music experiences in some of the most exciting cities in America. All the while, we're raising funds to support our work empowering the next generation of food system storytellers through our fellowship programs. Here's how it works. Donate to HRN and be entered into a raffle in the city of your choice to win a dinner for two at a noteworthy restaurant and tickets for two to a concert at a prominent local venue. We have incredible partners in New York, Los Angeles, Philadelphia, Nashville, Las Vegas, Charleston, Asheville, and Ardmore, Pennsylvania, who have donated a meal for two and two tickets to a concert of the winner's choice. And all donations help fund our fellowship programs, where we're helping to build essential workforce readiness skills and food system storytelling skills. Check out heritageradionetwork.org/15 to donate and enter to win today. That's heritageradionetwork.org/15. Thank you.
My name is Brandon Hoy, co-owner of Roberta's, a super duper awesome place. Roberta's is a very, 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 very proud sponsor of the Heritage Radio Network. We're also super awesome. Thank you, Heritage.
You're listening to Heritage Radio Network, broadcasting live from Bushwick, Brooklyn. If you like this program, visit heritageradionetwork.org for thousands more.
It's Arts and Seizures with your hosts, Mike Edison and Judy McGuire. Arts and Seizures. Seizures. Arts and Seizures.
Oh, I see. Then it was made of.
Arts and Seizures.
All right, we're back. Arts and Seizures. Mike Edison here. Judy McGuire is out on assignment this week. Joe, how's it going there? Joe, King of the Engineers, we're back. We missed last week because of the polar vortex. Our first show of 2014. Can you dig it?
Happy New Year.
All right, man. Did you play out on New Year's Eve this year?
We played a show on New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
At the brand spanking new Baby's All Right in South Williamsburg.
And how that goes, should be mentioned that your band is the Big Ups, and you got a brand new record dropping this week, right?
Yeah, it comes out tomorrow in Europe and Tuesday, like most records in the United States. So check it out.
I can't wait. The Big Ups. Check out Joe, King of the Engineers, and his band, the Big Ups. How was the night before New Year's Eve? Was anybody out, or were they all kind of like saving their energy for New Year's Eve, which traditionally, by the way, is the worst night of the year to play a gig on, right? Everybody's way too fucked up and doesn't give a shit.
Yeah, no one wants to hear music on New Year's Eve.
Usually good financially.
Well, that's Josh Stiles talking DJ extraordinaire, and for you, spinning records is probably a good money-making op. Our guests today are Brooklyn's newest hitmakers, Daddy Longlegs.
Hey.
Hey, that's Brian. Welcome back. You were last heard here on our Thanksgiving Hanukkah show.
Yeah.
And on guitar, we've got Murat, and back on the Shake 'em Ups, Josh Stiles. How's it going, guys?
Good, man. Good to be here.
Fantastic. Thank you for having us.
Oh, man, I'm so thrilled to have you guys here, and I'm glad you're digging on the pizza. I noticed none of you were eating it with a knife and fork.
It's delicious.
I requested a knife and fork.
I feel like that was a serious political fumble on de Blasio's part.
He really got off on the wrong foot, don't you think?
He knows everyone's watching. I feel like it was an intentionally, aggravating move that he did. I'm not sure why.
Maybe he was trying to appeal to the Bloomberg followers who actually eat the pizza with a knife and fork. The aristocracy.
I just want the douchebags to like me.
I don't think you have a problem there, Josh.
Oh, Italian douchebags, Josh.
So the question is to you guys. So the blues, which you guys specialize in, like pizza only has a few ingredients. So how come so many people suck at it?
It
ain't easy.
It's hard to get the formula right. Yeah, it's.
Well, I think it's been a long downward spiral of crap, through the years, and the name people say the blues, and people run in horror. Yeah.
I think now, John Mayer plays blues. You think that kind of garbage? You know what I mean?
People have an aversion to the blues. I have an affliction for the blues.
Yeah, man.
It's hard to get it right. Brian, Daddy can sing it. I can't sing the blues. I can play the blues on the guitar, but you got to be blessed.
Yeah, I mean, I knew these cats in high school. These guys who loved Jimi Hendrix. They loved Led Zeppelin, but then they would say with a straight face, "No, I don't like the blues."
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
I love the Rolling Stones, but no, I don't like the blues.
Yeah, they don't dig it.
Well, what I can't stand is what I call the Michelob style of playing the blues. You know, good times, good friends.
Great oldies.
Sounds like a beer commercial.
Well, yes, the happy horseshit hour is what I call it.
Yeah.
Tell you what, why don't we get right down into the music? Let's whip it on our radio audience. Let them know that you guys are the real deal, and then we're going to talk about where you've been and where you're going.
All right, man.
What do you got for us right now?
This first song is off our Norton Records LP called Evil Eye on You.
All right, Daddy Longlegs.
Just like a demon. And Lord, you know, whoa, you ain't dreaming. You don't know, but it's true. I got my evil eye on you. Evil eye on you. My evil eye on you. Yeah. Well, who. Well, he. How. Why am nails in your coffin, flowers on your grave, and your soul can't be saved. Ain't a thing you can do. I got my evil eye on you, evil eye on you, my evil eye on you. Yeah. Well, who. Well, he. How. Wow! Wow, yeah!
All right, Daddy Longlegs, can you dig it?
Ow! Yes, sir.
Far fucking out. So for all our friends out in Radio Land who might be coming into this a little bit naked, where are you guys getting the stuff from? You write that song, and what are your influences for those who just might not have taken the Blues 101?
Yeah, that's an original song that we wrote off our debut Norton Records LP, and yeah, I mean,
influences are very varied from I don't know, G.G. Allen to Leadbelly.
Pretty much spanning the gamut. I mean, all three of us grew up firmly with our feet, in punk rock, and when we were younger guys, we wanted to be in a really great rock and roll band, and to be in one, you should have some understanding of what the blues is, and So we got really into that, and then we could just kind of
we were all in like punk and rock and roll, garage type bands, and they were all basically sort of breaking up at the same time, and falling apart roughly at the same time. So the three of us started jamming together and decided to try a totally different thing than we were doing before, and it turned into this.
Yeah, you guys sound very traditional. Actually, you're kind of busking style.
Yeah.
In the studio.
That's our acoustic sound, and
we cut all the bullshit on purpose.
So yeah, I mean, we have our heavy electric blues sound, and then this is our more stripped down approach. So and we like both.
But we basically always try to take like the energy and the vibe of like the rock and roll and punk and garage that we grew up loving, and have that behind like a more stripped down like brass tacks blues thing.
Well, punk rock is the white man's blues, after all.
Absolutely, yeah.
And I know that you guys understand that in the formula of rock and roll, it's always been the roll part. The roll part's always the most interesting part of that formula.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Metallica rocks, but Chuck Berry rolls. And the further you get away from Chuck Berry, frankly, the less interested I am in it. The further you get away from that syncopation, the less.
Yeah, man.
We're more into the roll.
You can't rock without the roll, and that's what we roll, man.
Like and dig it. So your record's out on Norton Records, one of our favorite labels, and obviously Billy Miriam, longtime avatars and vanguardians of this scene. What's it like working for such a big corporate entity?
Hi, Miriam. Daddy Long Likes saying hi from Radio Land.
We have utmost respect for that beautiful couple.
I'm sure you have a large
huge fans and a great
budget for wardrobe.
With them. Absolutely.
Well, yeah,
our wardrobe budget's off the hook.
We've been longtime fans
of
of Norton Records, and have a lot of their catalog in each of our record collections, and it's just an honor to have something out with them. And they're a total blast, really fun to work with, and they know where it's at.
Yeah, man, I think Norton's one of those labels that you don't really feel it anymore. The vibe that if it says Norton on it, you kind of know what you're getting involved in.
Exactly.
Which you don't really see that much anymore. Where you can identify the label with the sound.
We've actually we've witnessed that firsthand by touring around Europe and stuff. I mean, people come to see us that never even heard us just solely based on the fact that Norton put us out. So it's pretty amazing. They have a dedicated following around the world.
Yeah, you guys been playing with some other Norton acts. You guys got back from Europe, right?
Yeah. We played with Andre Williams in Copenhagen. That was a blast.
Played with Dexter Romweber in Spain.
Yeah,
that was cool.
And we play with Bloodshot Bill a lot over here on this side of the pond. Our friend.
Right on. You guys, I imagine, are being very well received. I mean, people understand the blues. Spain was always the best. I mean, those people seem to understand rock and roll.
Spain is absolutely insane, and it's really hard to describe to our friends in America just how off the hook it is, because it just doesn't exist here in America. That's the reaction you get from they're so into it. It's incredible.
That's why I moved there. I lived there for 3 years, between 92 and 95, and the people there just loved rock and roll. And the further south you went, the further north you went. I mean, Germany, it seemed like heavy metal bands and industrial bands kind of ruled the roost, but we went south, and it was people loved 50s and 60s influenced rock and roll.
Yeah, we did 2 weeks all around, like every far reach of Spain, and there wasn't a single bad show. Every show was amazing.
Say in España.
And of course, we've got at least one wine expert in this room.
That's me, man. Me encanta vino español.
Oh, that's good. You speak Spanish better than Blasio and Bloomberg combined.
Just a little bit, Thanks to my Spanish.
They should hire him to do that post speech on New York One.
I'm a massive Spanish wine and food fan, and music too.
Yeah, the Spanish music. Yeah, can you whip out some flamenco?
Me and Brian are more into corn dogs.
I just tuned to Open G, so I can't play any flamenco.
Well, that's Spanish tuning, right? Isn't that what Muddy Waters and those guys call Open G?
But I can't
Spanish, right?
I can't play any flamenco on it though. I know standard tuning.
Open G is Spanish, but I have no idea why.
For me, it's banjo tuning. It's Keith Richards tuning.
Yeah.
I can standard tune. I can fake some Spanish guitar, but I can't do it. Really.
Well, I'll tell you what. As long as you're in Keith Richards tuning, why don't we do another tune?
Yes.
You guys ready? What do you got for us next?
This is going to be off our next upcoming record, which we're working on all week long, and we finished some mixing yesterday. This one is called "Blood from a Stone."
where you can't get me. Honey from a bone can't get no loving while your man is gone. You can't get water from a dry well, can't save a sinner from the fires in hell. Lord, don't you weep, honey, don't you moan. You can't get blood from a song. Why, yeah. She ain't good looking, Lord, but she takes her time. She is a rambling woman. She got a rambling mind. You can't get water from a dry well. Can't save a sinner from the fires in hell. No! Lord, don't you weep, honey, don't you moan. You can't get blood from a stone. Lord, don't you weep, honey, don't you moan. You can't get blood from a stone. From a stone. Blood from a stone. Well, Lord, honey, from a stone.
Que bueno, de puta madre, as they say in Madrid. De puta madre, you guys got that one down, right?
Yeah, man.
Claro, because no one cusses better than the Spanish. Yeah. That was totally Beggar's Banquet style. I could dig that.
That's going to be on the next LP, which we've been recording with Matt Verderay at New York Head. He's amazing to work with, and it's going to be coming out on Norton Records. And I would just love to thank Billy and Miriam for giving us, an opportunity to do this stuff, and also big thank you to Folk Records in Spain, the infamous twins for
the Calimocho twins.
The Calimocho twins. Can you explain to people what a Calimocho is? It's like kind of the oddest chemical.
It's
like wonderfulness. It sounds wrong, but yet it works.
Well, I think traditionally, it's
the cheapest red wine and the cheapest cola make the best Calimocho.
And I think it's half and half, but the Calimocho Twins version is like 3/4 red wine with a quarter Coca-Cola.
Yeah, when I lived in Spain, man, I couldn't believe the first time said to me, we're gonna mix this toxic red wine, like the worst table wine imaginable with Coca-Cola and a lot of ice, and you're gonna love it. I'm like, you gotta be fucking kidding me.
It's fucking great.
It's amazing. Yeah. It's like the Long Island iced tea, which is a sort of like chemistry set to me in a glass. It shouldn't work pouring all that poison into a glass.
It's quite delicious.
And then that splash of Coca-Cola, and all of a sudden it's like, okay, I can dig it.
We all grew to love it.
I prefer my wine on.
Well, Spain's the greatest man. Hey, Joe, the engineer, were you able to cue up that CD at all?
Oh yeah, I got it. The
All right.
CD's here.
All right, so great. So we're going to hear a song from your last record and get a little bit of your more electric, distorted,
Yeah.
a real rough and ready sound. This is Arts and Seizures here on the Heritage Radio Network with Daddy Long Legs. Can you dig it? Daddy Long Legs right here on the Arts and Seizures show. Ow!
Yeah.
Far fucking out. You must be driving those kids up into a frenzy.
Ooh.
Yes, sir.
Frothing at the mouth.
Every time.
I see you guys this whole show. You've been looking at what Judy and I refer to as the awkward date table here at the Heritage Radio studio.
It's kind of a beautiful sight.
At Roberta's here, if you can imagine. We're sort of in the fishbowl of the studio with a big bay window.
No, they're in an argument.
They can't see us, and this lady looks like...
She's riled up.
She's riled up, and this guy looks like he is not listening to her at all, and he's just thinking about getting in her pants.
I'm just glad we don't have to be subjected to the
Here's what I'm thinking is going on. They
house.
went on a date last night, and he went home with her, but she fell asleep before anything happened.
He couldn't get it up.
Yeah, you think? And she's looking at him like total boyfriend material, and he's like totally, frustrated because
I think he couldn't get it
night.
up, and then he wanted to get it on this morning, and she's like, "You better take me out to fucking Roberta's."
Yeah.
And he's looking around kind of like,
dude, this cat is so bored, and she doesn't even see it. She's like, if there were a thought balloon over her head, it's like there's a wedding ring in it.
Poor bastard.
Good
luck, brother.
Both smiling, so I don't know.
Well,
good luck. Keep smiling, my man.
I'll tell you what. Sunday
you got
brunch.
a bottle of red on the table. That's a good. It'll warm them up.
Well, he's it's like he basically just woke up and started drinking wine. He's really doing his best to get her back to her place.
Yeah, man,
I'll tell you what. Sunday brunch is a room full of blues.
Sure enough.
Can you dig it?
I'm kind of getting the blues watching this couple.
Yeah, man. There's a lot of shame in that room.
Blues and Roberta's too.
I'm old.
No.
Yeah, I'm
Get
old.
out of here.
No,
Yeah, I'm old. And I was lucky because being old meant when I was in high school, when I first kind of got hip to the blues, which was, there was no internet, and getting a Howlin' Wolf record was like a giant pain in the ass, frankly. I got into it because the Rolling Stones liked it, and, one thing led to the next, but to, truck into the city and find a record store that actually had a Howlin' Wolf record, and then find some old hippie who could actually advise me on which one to buy.
Yeah. I mean, dude, we're just old enough to have experienced the pre-internet blues of record collecting. I mean, it was growing up in New York. It was hard to get a fucking New York Dolls record. You know what I'm saying? It was like, the internet changed everything. Like with getting the accessibility of stuff.
A few record stores I had to go and get records in the '90s, and
Yeah, I always thought the discovery process, especially with the blues, was very important. I mean, that was the whole Mick and Keith thing. I mean, it was like, it's like, wow, you have a Sonny Boy record. You know, it's like unbelievable.
Them seeing each other at the train station with Holden.
The Chuck Berry record in Dartford.
These chess records, like where the fuck did you get that? Mm-hmm. I was lucky though, being old. Like I said, though, I got to see a lot of these guys. I got to see Muddy Waters a couple times.
Wow.
I saw Big Joe Turner sing a lot. I saw J.B. Hutto, who was Elmore James' nephew.
Yeah, he's like a protege, man.
JB was the best. We saw Otis Rush and Albert Collins and Albert King. We saw a lot. It was really good opportunities. Anybody out there still doing it from the old guard that we can go and soak it up?
James Cotton is still out there playing harmonica. Actually, Billy Boy Arnold is still playing blues harmonica, and he played on like the earliest Bo Diddley records. Yep. So yeah, there's a few of those.
It's a handful,
but yeah, it's dwindling. And
Chuck's still alive.
Chuck is still out there.
Dude, have you ever had the misfortune of actually going to a Chuck Berry concert? You're from St. Louis, dude. You're from the same hometown.
I'm from St. Louis, and I grew up, and Chuck Berry still performs there once a month. Actually, I grew up not far from Berry Park, where his property was. And
you can go there and watch a woman like take a bath?
No, take a shit.
Urinate. Everybody calm down.
I rode on an airplane with Chuck Berry once.
Yeah, did he pee on you?
No peeing on me. It was too early in the morning for him to be.
Did he have a camera in the bathroom?
Well, we saw him at B.B. King's, Brian.
Yeah,
I grabbed his shoulders.
Yeah,
I did.
And I've seen Chuck Berry so many times, and it was frankly never.
Did you never wash your hands again?
Chuck was always looking at his watch the whole time, and he changes keys haphazardly. He doesn't tell the band. And,
the whole show's a medley because he just sings a verse, starts laughing, starts singing something else, changes the key.
The last time I saw him, he was
doing the duck.
He was stopping and starting in between every song, and then he commented. He's like, "Well, I only fucked that song up 17 times last night." So he can do no wrong in my book, man. I mean, just keep on being Chuck, man.
We love you, Chuck.
He's still the king, man.
Yeah,
you'll always be the king to us, Chuck.
As always, it's been the fastest half hour in radio. We're flying along, but before we go, I want you guys to tell us where we can see you, what's next, where you're touring. Tell us about the new record, and you've been around the world and back again. What's in the future?
The new album will be out spring 2014. The next upcoming shows we have is January 24th, Boston at Precinct, and the 25th in Providence at Dusk.
And you'll be coming back to New York City, though, right? That last gig you guys were great with the Sonics and the Flaming Groovies.
That was a blast.
A nice big ballroom. You guys really shook it up.
We also have a bunch of shows in Austin for South by Southwest. If anyone's going to South by Southwest, look for us because we have too many to list. We have a lot of stuff going on in that weekend, the main weekend there. And then in August we're going back we're doing a festival, island off Copenhagen, right?
Yeah,
it's called Gutter Island Festival.
And we should be doing more European stuff based around that festival.
The Spanish tour.
Where do we find you guys on the interweb?
You could go to officialdaddylonglegs.com, nortonrecords.com, find us, Google Daddy Long Legs. Evil Eye on You.
If I find you in the gutter, I'll buy you a bottle of wine.
Right on, man.
All right.
Thank you, sir.
It's been Arts and Seizures. Mike Edison, Judy McGuire out on assignment, but we'll be back next week with our friend Gary Lucas, one of our very favorite guitar players.
Yeah.
Can you dig it, Joe Engineer? Thank you very much. Don't forget, Heritage Radio is a member-driven network, so please sign up, join in, tune in, turn on. You guys got one more? You going to take us home?
Yes, sir.
Let's do it.
This is Catch You On Down the Trail.
Daddy Longlegs.
Arts and Seizures. See you next week.
Goodbye, my friends. So long and fare thee well. Goodbye, my friends. So long and fare thee well. We gotta keep on moving, catch you on down the trail. We gotta keep on moving, Lord, you know that time ain't long. We gotta keep on traveling, 'cause you know where good is gone. We gotta keep on rambling, got to keep on keeping on. Yeah! So long and fare thee well. Goodbye, my friends. So long and fare thee well. You know the death train is rolling, and we'll see you all in hell. Woo!
Thanks for listening to this program on heritageradionetwork.org. You can find all of our archived programs on our website or as podcasts in the iTunes Store by searching Heritage Radio Network. You can like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter at heritage_radio. You can email us questions at any time at info@heritageradionetwork.org. Heritage Radio Network is a non-profit organization. To donate and become a member, visit our website today. Thanks for listening.
Hey there, I'm Lee Ullman here with some big news from the National Young Farmers Coalition. We're partnering with Heritage Radio Network on a special season of The Farm Report. It's all about what's happening with the Farm Bill and how it impacts farmers and eaters.
I am growing diversified vegetables on land that's been in our family for 150 years.
And so with the pandemic, gentrification, property values going up, we had to sell the land and we lost it.
Join us as we uncover the untold stories behind this massive piece of legislation that shapes how we grow our food, what we eat, and so much more.
The problems we have had, those are things that come from earlier Farm Bill and USDA policy, right? Like Earl Butts, get big or get out.
You know, it's my responsibility to know not only what I'm eating, but then like how that all came to be. And realize like, wow, like this piece of legislation, all this money, like it's technically something that I support as a taxpayer.
While Congress debates the next Farm Bill, this is not just an invitation to listen. It's a call to action. Be part of the conversation. Subscribe to the Farm Report on Heritage Radio Network, wherever you listen to podcasts.